Second to 10.
Top of the key for three. Splash. Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside. Stolen. Picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen.
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, two of our area teams clash as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays host the Culver Lady Cavaliers. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, sports analyst Terry Minix. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. Welcome you to the nest of North Judson, Indiana, 46366. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Well, as we get ready for our 8th basketball broadcast of the season already, we have seen both of these teams in action and have spoken with both head coaches, of course, on the Saturday Sports Line. That is head coach of the Lady Jays, Whitney Combs, and head coach of the Culver Lady Cavaliers, Adam Neese. But when we look at North Judson, Lady Jays head coach Whitney Combs is in her second season leading the girls program. The Jays started their 2024-2025 campaign at home against Rochester. They unfortunately fell in a tight one, 46-43. They then followed that up with a tough loss, another tough loss on the road to Rensselaer Central, 83-42. On November 12th, that is when this impressive run started. They hosted South Central here in the nest and won big time, 70-32. Then on the 16th, they hosted another one of their cross-county rivals in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and won 74-53. They then won on the road at Couts, 39-35. We saw them beat their historic cross-county rival, the Knox Lady Redskins, the night before Thanksgiving, 53-36. They then hosted Morgan Township at home and won 52-44. They traveled to Argus on December 5th and won 59-46. They beat Boone Grove here at home 64-19. Kaylin Tudis had 7 threes. She's our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week. This was part of that stint where she stepped up as the sophomore, dealing with some injuries from Kylie Lehigh. Also, some other key factors that caused some big players not able to play during that stretch. Kaylin Tunis was averaging 25.4 points through these 5 games right here, and then they beat Caston here in the nest 51-28. Then on Tuesday of this week, they beat North White on the road 67-41 as the Lady Jays come into tonight's matchup at 9-2 on the year and 3-0 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. If you paid attention to what I just explained, the Lady Jays are in fact on a 9-game winning streak coming into this game, playing very, very good basketball. Leading the team in the scoring department is standout sophomore Kaylin Tunis. She's averaging 19.8 points per game. Right behind her is Shiloh DeBoard, averaging 10.6 points per game. And rounding out the top 3 is the walking double-double herself, Kylie Lehigh. She's averaging 10.4 points per game. She also leads the team in rebounds, of course, averaging right at 10 boards a game. Leading the team in steals and assists is Shiloh DeBoard, averaging 3.7 snags and 4 dimes per game. The Lady Jays offense right now is averaging 55.8 points per game, and their defense is allowing 42.1 points per game up to tonight. We turn now to our sports analyst, 2-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach, Terry Minix. Quick turnaround from Tuesday, Terry. How are you?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to a good battle. We got a chance to see the Cavs play a comeback game the other night against the Tigers of Tri-County over there. So I think they'll give us the Blue Jays a little bit of a test tonight.
They have a little confidence, but also your thoughts on this very confident Lady J team.
Well, I would tell you, these Jays, the thing that is the scary part for area teams and coaches around is they're getting healthy. And, with everybody getting back and everybody, gaining a little bit of momentum and, understanding their responsibilities, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody.
Well, they're definitely putting the pieces together. We talked with head coach Whitney Combs before our pregame interview, and she said, a lot of her bench players are stepping up, and now it's becoming the decision on how do I get these girls the time that they deserve. That's kind of a luxury to have.
Oh, it is, and especially when you get into tournament time. When you get into tournament time, you don't know what's going to happen. Somebody's sick, somebody having an off night, somebody got in a fight with their boyfriend. There could be a lot of different things that happen. And
You've been down that road.
Yes, been down that road. And the thing is you got to have them other kids, and hopefully they gain the confidence earlier in the year and they can step up and fill them shoes when needed.
Well, we turn the page and look at the Lady Cavs of Culver. Head coach Adam Neese entered his second year leading the girls program. The Lady Cavs started their season on the road at Westville and fell 56-15. They followed that up with a tough loss to the Winnebago Lady Warriors, 33-18. They hosted Elkhart Christian at home on the 21st of November and fell in a tight one, 35-33. They picked up their first win on the road, though, against Pioneer, 37-33, before winning the very important bell against their cross-county rival Argus at home in big-time fashion. 51-19 was the final. On December 4th, they unfortunately fell to Rochester on the road, 45-27, and then they beat Lakeland Christian on the road, 42-28. We saw the Lady Cavs take a tough loss on the road against South Central a couple weeks ago this Saturday. 36-29 was the final as the Satellites got the better of the Lady Cavs. The Cavs then took on Trinity Greenlawn and won 64-21. They then took on another one of our area teams in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and won 62-37. Last Friday, the Cavs fell to their cross-town rival, the Culver Academy Lady Eagles, 48-19. Then this past Tuesday, as Terry mentioned a moment ago, we saw them take on Tri-Township and win in the historic Tiger Den. 25-23 was the final. That was an exciting ending as the Lady Cavs come into this matchup at 6-6 on the year and 3-1 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. No stats listed at this time online for the Lady Cavs, but we do know they are averaging 35 points per game on offense, and their defense is allowing 34.5 points per game. Well, 2 nights ago, Coach, we saw this Lady Cavs fight, scrap, and claw their way back into that game and win. What do you think the Lady Cavs proved Tuesday, if anything?
Well, it's all about confidence with them. I think they've got to, get clicking here. I think they've got the shooters. I mean, the biggest key for them is keeping Amaya Williams on the floor.
Yeah.
I think when you have a big inside, you can go inside out or whatever. They went one-dimensional that first half against the Tigers on Tuesday night. She got in foul problems, and they were trying to do everything from the outside or attack off the dribble, and it wasn't working for them, and they went down halftime 16-9. But at that, halftime, Amaya was back. Amaya did a really nice job and came in, and really the Tigers had no answer for her to go along with, they put the pressure on. They really didn't have any more foul issues, but Ava McCune did a real nice job, got a lot of steals, that second half. And, I mean, it doesn't sound like it was too exciting a game when you talk 25-23.
But it was.
But there was a lot of stuff that happened there. There was some turnovers. But, but I really believed it gave them a lot of confidence knowing, they were down. They really weren't playing very well at all. And then they were able to just keep pecking away, and they were able to come away with that win.
Well, it was very impressive for the Cavs. We'll see what they have in store tonight in the Nest. Very tough, formidable opponent in the Lady Jays, but you never know what can happen. As Coach said, these are high school individuals, and anything can happen on a Thursday night. Well, we are expecting another great evening of IHSAA girls basketball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Appreciate you, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We certainly appreciate them supporting local high school sports and, of course, helping continue this tradition on KVB's WKVI. One injury to report tonight, and it is Lady J. Kaya Burkett out with an ACL injury, as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Stay tuned as we will hear from Adam Neese of the Lady Cavs and Whitney Combs of the Lady Jays after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm talking with head coach of the Culver Lady Cavaliers, Adam Neese. Second time this week. We're becoming friends quickly, Coach. Man, what a fight we saw from the Lady Cavs on Tuesday night at the Tiger Den. That's a tough place to play, a very good team. You guys had to pick up some confidence off that win. What do you carry over tonight against the Lady Jays, hopefully?
We're excited. Again, defensively, we like to carry what we had on the other night. Bring it into tonight. We only gave up 23 points the other night. Again, can we withstand some Judson firepower? They've got some good players. Again, we're excited what we can do defensively. It's going to come down, can we put the ball in the hoop tonight?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was getting ready to ask you. What do you want to continue to see? What do you hope you've been preaching that you see out on the floor tonight from your girls?
Again, just cleaning up our little things, little mistakes that we're making. Again, Tri-Township, we were kind of screening air a lot. Again, really broke that down in practice. Let's see if we can hit man tonight. Again, let's screen bodies and let's have some success out of it. Again, if we're at the post, let's roll. Again, if we got some girls that can pop too to mix some things up. Again, we're excited about what we can bring to the table tonight.
Message to Cav Nation here on the road.
Come out and cheer us on. Be loud and proud. Wear the orange and black. If you can't make it here tonight to Judson, at least listen to Mitch on WKVI. He does a great job. Again, we're excited about the opportunity, a chance to be 4-1 in conference. The traveling trophies on the line. Let's go Cavaliers.
Honored to talk to you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate you. Go Cavs.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I'm talking with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It's Whitney Combs. Coach, it's been a minute since we've seen you. The last time we talked was, of course, on the Saturday Sports Line, but the last time we saw you in action was the night before Thanksgiving. Since that time, you've been on a 9-0 run. Your girls are playing very, very well, even dealing with the injuries. Glad to see you've got some of the players coming back. How's the run been the last couple of weeks?
I mean, it's been really good. I'm really proud of our girls. the injuries. We've had girls step up, play spots they're not used to, and everyone's doing their part, So it's really good to see.
Yeah, what do you learn maybe in preparation for the Lady Cavs tonight?
So they play a zone. We've been seeing that with our last couple games. They like to get out and pressure the ball on the top of the zone, though. So working on our offense yesterday against it, we just really got to swing the ball, make them move, get it to the middle, and be ready to kick out and shoot.
Anything in particular that your girls have been working on that you want to see on the floor tonight?
We just need to take care of ourselves. Our rebounding, we've been working on that. We've been getting out rebounded by a lot the last couple games, so we want to focus on our rebounding and just swinging the ball and moving it.
Message to Blue Jay Nation here at home.
Hey, we're at the Nest tonight. Come out and join us.
Coach, I appreciate your time as always.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, it's time now for our keys to the game. What are your keys to the game as a Culver Lady Cavalier tonight, Coach?
Well, in really just a couple words, they got to be able to handle North Judson's pressure. They're going to be up and down the floor, and they're going to half court. They're going to trap them hard.
All right, now flip sides. If you are the head coach of North Judson-San, Pierre, what has to happen in order to get this win?
Win the turnover battle and win the rebounding battle.
That's our keys to the game. Go ahead, sit back, pop open an ice cold Coke and chill. The Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our LAP Waste starting lineups are next. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration your local Armstrong dealer a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Lady Cavs of Culver, Indiana, starting at point guard is Ava McCune. The two guard is Ashlyn Barrett. The small forward is Bryn Barrett. The power forward is Brooke Davis. And at the 5 is Amaya Williams. For the Lady Jays of North Judson, Indiana, starting at point guard is Avery Johnston. The two guard is Kaylin Tunis. Small forward is Charlotte Abord. The power forward is Kylie Lehigh. And at the 5 is Gracie Minix. That is our KVB starting lineups. We'll be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columby wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columby on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From the nest at North Judson-San Pierre in North Judson, Indiana, welcome to game number 8 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays and the Culver Cavaliers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are very proud to let you know the public address announcer tonight in the nest is North Judson-San Pierre alum Logan Radke. He's, of course, a sophomore in college. He's back for the holiday break, and you know he is here working hard, sounding good. Of course, he did this in high school. We remember him. Shout out to Logan Radke. Also, the scoreboard operator is Dave Altman in season 34. He has been running the scoreboard here at North Judson for 34 years. I asked him today. He said he's only missed 3 games here in the nest in those 34 years. Quite impressive. In charge of the official scorebook is Molly Madsen. Our officials this evening are Greg Ramos, Mark Sewell, and Fred Schaub. Up here in the KVB nest, breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have a 2-time Indiana high school basketball state champion head coach as our sports analyst, Terry Minix. And like I said, I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana high school girls basketball action from North Judson, Indiana. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. As it's MOT, Moment of Truth, in the middle of Maya Williams and Kylie Lehigh. And our web printing JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away, and the Cavs will control it to Bryn Barrett. She gets it back to Brooke Davis. Davis back to Ashlyn Barrett, top of the key. She hands off near side of the floor to her sister Bryn. Bryn is now bringing it up at the top of the key, driving in, picking it up at the right elbow, then back to Ashlyn Barrett, fakes the shot, driving around, spinning back, bringing it up top to Brooke Davis now. In action right away, it's Ashlyn Barron. Both Ashlyn Barron and Ava McCune got action in the JV game. As here's Ava McCune driving in, and she's tripped up. A foul will be called on the floor, and it will stay here. She took a hard fall.
Yeah, North Judson's playing that tough man-to-man as they do every night and doing a nice job, actually. Just got her feet tied up a little bit there.
Ashlyn Barron to take it out. She kicks it up top. Ava McCune has it. McCune. Far side of the floor. Back out to Ashlyn. Inside to Amaya Williams at the left block. Here comes the double. Now the triple. Back out near corner 3. Bryn Barrett. Splash. 3-0. Cavs lead early. And they're bringing some of that energy we saw in lacrosse this past Tuesday, as now here's Kaylin Tunis trying to get it to Avery Johnston near corner. It gets tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Cavs.
That's a good start for the Cavaliers to see her knock a few shots down. That did a nice job of inside out, like we talked about in the pregame, Mitch.
They kicked it out up top. It rolls back court. Kaylin Tunis picks it up and brings it across the timeline. Almost carried it. Nothing called. Then back to Avery Johnson, driving short corner. Ooh, nice move. Couldn't get it to go, but she's fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Keener Construction is a very proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build you a home today. Johnson at the line. First of 2 is up away and in and out, no good.
The foul was on Amaya Williams, which isn't a good thing for the Cavs.
Can't have her in foul trouble. She is very important on the interior for the Lady Cavs. Missed the second free throw, keeps it 3-0. The Cavs get the rebound. Now Brooke Davis has it. Entry pass to Amaya Williams. Back out to Ava McCune. Up top now to Ashlyn Barrett. Stolen by Kylie Lehigh. Here she comes, crossing the timeline. Amaya Williams trailing, almost poked it out. Saved by Kaylin Tunis. Driving in, dump off to Minix. No good. She saves it though. Tunis stays with it. Up, no good. She's fouled and she'll go to the line.
It's going on Bryn Barrett. That's going to be her first, team second.
So Tunis at the line for her opportunity to get points on the board. Up, away, and no good on the first, as Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of all local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home here in Stark County. Call Osborne Advantage Real Estate today at 574-896-2567. Second free throw on the way, no good. Ooh, fight for the rebound. It is Charlotte Aboard getting in there. Almost saved it, but she falls and goes out of bounds. It will be Lady Cav basketball.
Lady Cav struggling a little bit from the line, 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Cavs get it in to Bryn Barrett. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays. Almost stolen. Saved by Brooke Davis. Wow, they call her for a travel in the far corner. So a turnover there for the Lady Cavs. The Jays will have it. Inbounding it is Avery Johnston. She kicks it up top to Kaylin Tunis. Swings it over near side of the floor. Grace Craig. Craig with Brooke Davis on her. Now Lehigh. Skip pass to Avery Johnston. Back to Lehigh. Pops the three. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by the Lady Cavs, but a fight for it. Kaylin Tunis got in there and caused the jump ball, Coach.
Yeah, she does a little bit of everything. They just can't get the ball to go in the basket quite yet.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. The Lady Jays have it. Avery Johnston to take it out. Looking for someone up top to Kaylin Tunis. Hands it off to Kylie Lehigh. Top of the key, swings it over. This is Charlotte Aboard. Driving inside, pops it from 14. No good inside the left elbow. Rebounded by Bryn Barrett. Here she comes. Crosses the timeline, dump off to Amaya Williams off the glass. And the Lady Cavs are showing that confidence we saw in lacrosse 2 nights ago. They are playing well, leading 5-0 here. Stolen by Ava McCune, and then she steps out of bounds on the near sideline. They brought the juice tonight, Coach.
Yeah, they're that same type of pressure they were the second half against the Tigers the other night.
Ooh. They kick it right at the half-court line to Avery Johnson. She touched on the line. That's why we said, ooh, nothing called, and then the Lady Jays will throw it away.
The ball don't lie.
She got it to Charlotte DeBoard, and then DeBoard tried to get it back to Avery Johnson and unfortunately overthrew her. So the Cavs get the ball back. They kick it in to Ava McCune. McCune crosses the timeline. DeBoard all over. Far corner now. Ashlyn Barrett fakes the shot, drives inside. And she gets bumped, and I think they're calling it on the floor.
On Avery Johnson. That's her first. Team second.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Ashlyn Barrett to take it out for the Lady Cavs. She gets it into Amaya Williams. Almost stolen it is with the help of Kylie Lehigh. Charlotte Aboard picks it up. Here she comes, crossing the timeline, kicks it out. Kaylin Tunis, big time three. No good, but rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. She kicks it back out to Avery Johnston. Johnston skip pass back to Tunis. Why not? Another three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Her putback's no good. Charlotte Aboard gets in there and gets the third chance opportunity. Couldn't get it to go. Blocked by the Cavs. Saved by Kylie Lehigh. Almost stolen by the Cavs, and it goes out of bounds. This is a competitive game.
Yeah, 3 different rebounds there and still struggling to get the ball in the basket.
So the Lady Jays will have it underneath their own basket to take it out. It's Avery Johnston. Kicks it up top. Charlotte Aboard. Wide open three. She gets it to go, and the Cavs lead 5-3. The Jays finally get on the board. Full court pressure from the Jays. The Cavs get it into Ashlyn Barron. Almost stolen by Avery Johnston. tips it out of bounds, and it will be Cav basketball.
This is what we talked about. The Cavs got to be able to handle this pressure because they're going to do full court, they're going to half court trap, they're going to do a little bit of everything, so they got to be able to take care of the basketball.
Brooke Davis gets it into Ava McCune, crosses the timeline, and there was Avery Johnston again poking it out of bounds. They kick it back court to Ava McCune. She'll cross the timeline. 4:20 to go here in the opening quarter. 5-3, the Cavs lead. Ooh, nice little hesitation. Drives inside. Ava McCune off the glass. Great move.
Didn't look like a freshman there.
No, she didn't. So now here's Avery Johnson on the other end of the floor. Gets it to Kaylin Tunis. Now over to the other side of the floor. Charlotte DeBoard pops the three.
Splash. 2 of them.
Back-to-back threes. DeBoard has 6 points. It's 7-6. The Cavs lead by 1. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays.
There's his pressure.
Brooke Davis has it.
Come back and help her.
Timeout. A 30-second timeout by head coach Adam Neese. He knew it was getting close.
Well, like I say, we talked about that. That's what they're going to do. It's going to be all kinds of pressure, and the more that they are able to knock down shots and get set up in that, the better off the Jays are going to be.
Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop. Recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Out of the timeout, the Lady Cavs will have it. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays. They push it forward to Amaya Williams. Nice job. Here she goes off the glass too hard. Fight for the rebound, and Ava McCune gets in there and rips it away. Now she has it, puts it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Amaya Williams. Blocked by the Jays. And here comes Avery Johnston. The Jays have an opportunity to take the lead here for the first time tonight. They get it to Kaylin Tunis at the right block. Here comes the double. Back out. Kylie Lehigh swings it over. Charlotte DeBoard driving baseline. She is taking this game under her wing. She gives the Lady Jays a lead on the drive baseline. 8-7 now. They lead by 1. And there is the 5-second call. The Cavs couldn't get it in. The pressure from the Lady Jays was too much.
Yeah, and right now the score is the Cavaliers 7, DeBoard
8. Yeah, literally. Those 2 big-time threes, and then her driving baseline. She's feeling good. Avery Johnson trying to get it in. Saved by Kylie Lehigh. She drives in, kicks it out. Here is Grace Craig driving in. Couldn't get the shot to go. Put back by Kylie Lehigh. She got the rebound, but no good. Then rebounded by Ashlyn Barron. Here come the Cavs. Ava McCune skip pass cross court near corner. It's Bryn Barrett. Tried to get it inside to Brooke Davis, and it's stolen by the Lady Jays. It's Charlotte DeBoard crossing the timeline. She gets it over to Avery Johnston. Back to Kylie Lehigh, top of the key. Swings it over near corner. Kaylin Tunis, then back to Lehigh. Now to DeBoard. Far corner Johnston pops the three. No good. Fight for the rebound. It falls into the hands of Kylie Lehigh. Then back out. Kaylin Tunis. Deep 2. Unless the whistle is signifying something else. I'm not sure what's going on.
Mark Sewell didn't like where Adam was standing.
So he tells head coach Adam Neese to stand somewhere else. But the deep 2 counts from Kaylin Tunis, and she gets on the board now. 10-7, Lady Jays lead on the other end of the floor. It's Bryn Barron driving in, short corner from 15 out. She gets it to go, bring the Cavs within 1, 10-9 here. 2:15 to go in the opening quarter. Johnston swings it over. Kaylin Tunis pops another three. Couldn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Amaya Williams tipped it to Ava McCune. Here she comes, crossing the timeline. 2-on-2. Picks up her dribble at the right block. Off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Brooke Davis. Back out. Bryn Barrett swings it over. Top of the key. Ashlyn Barrett. Now to Ava McCune, far side of the floor. Inside of the right block.
That's where you want to go.
And Amaya Williams had it. It's a reach in, I believe, on, Grace Craig.
That's her first.
Yeah, that will be her first.
Team third.
We will see Gracie Minix check in, and checking out is Grace Craig for the Lady Jays. For the Cavs, it is still the starting five. Brooke Davis, Bryn Barrett, Ashlyn Barrett, Ava McCune, and Amaya Williams. Ashlyn to take it out, looking for someone. Pops it out up top to Bryn Barrett. She tracks it down. Kylie Lehigh all over. This is a good matchup here. Gets it to Brooke Davis. Davis, skip pass. There's the back door. Off the glass from Bryn Barrett. No good. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. That's a nice drawn-up play. Couldn't get it to go. She pushes it up to Avery Johnson, driving inside. Back out far corner, Kaylin Tunis. Ooh, block shot by Ava McCune. Saved by Amaya Williams. She pushes it to Ashlyn Barrett. Last 1:20 of this first quarter, and now a whistle. Oh, it's
timeout.
He called a timeout.
He had to because she was down on the ground and saved that turnover.
Ashlyn Barrett hit the deck. Strong defense from the Lady Jays, and he called the timeout.
Yeah, he had to call that timeout, but it's one of them. He really didn't want to. I mean, he's got 3 left for the rest of the game.
So you're kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't.
Well, I mean, do you want to give up that turnover at that point in time, or you want to use that timeout? Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt them.
Reynolds Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coons Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coons Lake. Welcome Matt Real Estate are proud sponsors of local high school sports. They take care of agriculture, residential, and 1031 exchanges. Call Welcome Matt Real Estate today at 574-896-5138. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports.
I really think you'll see the Jays try to do something a little bit down low on the offensive side to try to get that second foul on Amaya. I mean, she's so important to what these Cavs are trying to do.
The Cavs get it in, double team, gets Ava McCune. Oh, dribbled off her foot, stolen by Charlotte Abord. Here she comes, back out, Kylie Lehigh, 14-footer, no good. She gets her own rebound, coach. Back out to Kaylin Tunis, then to Charlotte Abord, far corner. Back up to Tunis. Last 60 seconds of the opening quarter. Into the free throw line at Kylie Lehigh, and a reach-in foul will be called.
Brooke Davis, that's her first, team third.
And that's something we talked about in the Coca-Cola pregame show is the Cavs got into some foul trouble at lacrosse this past Tuesday, something they definitely don't want to have happen in this game. Johnston has it at the top of the key. She swings it over to DeBoard. Thought about a three, but no. Zone defense from the Cavs, as we've seen the last couple of games. Swings it over. Tunis pops the three. Too hard. Rebounded by Bryn Barrett. So far, the zone has kept the Cavs in this game. Bryn dump off.
Pass.
Brooke Davis off the glass, and the Cavs take back the lead 11-10 here. Last 30 seconds of the first. Boy, they are playing very confident.
They're sharing the ball really well.
They are. DeBoard pops the three. Couldn't get it to go that time. Maybe a heat check. Amaya Williams pushes it forward to Ava McCune. She's got nothing but daylight. Charlotte DeBoard tracking her down. Off the glass. No good. Fight for the rebound. Kylie Lehigh comes up with it. Here she comes now. Last 10 seconds of the first. Lehigh driving inside. Near side of the floor. Dump off. Kaylin Tunis puts it up. Couldn't get it to go off the glass. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 11-10. The Lady Cavs lead the Lady Jays here in the nest. We'll take a break and come back. Second quarter action on the way.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Back in the nest of North Judson, Indiana, the Lady Cavs are on the road, leading by 1 over the Lady Jays, 11-10. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. You're listening to KVB's WKVI. We go to the second quarter. The Cavs have it right away, trying to get it into Amaya Williams. And now a whistle here. I don't know, is it a turnover?
It's a turnover. She threw a pass over the head of Amaya.
So she tried to get it to Williams. It goes over the head, so a turnover there by the Cavs to start the second. Not what they want to have happen. The Lady Jays have it now. It's Kaylin Tunis, top of the key, spinning around. She's our Athlete of the Week. Had a chance to talk to her today. You will not want to miss her Athlete of the Week interview this coming Saturday. As here, Charlotte Abord driving baseline, dribbled off her leg. She kind of argued the call there. I think she wanted a foul.
Well, it fouled, and I think it actually hit the leg of the Cavalier.
Cav. So she's saying he missed something there. There was a foul at the end of the first quarter.
They gave that to Kaylin Tunis, so that's her first.
Her first of the night. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays. Brooke Davis pushes it forward to Ava McCune. Here comes Ava, almost stolen, saved by Bryn Barrett, near corner. Back up top to Brooke Davis. She's driving in, gets rid of it, far side of the floor. Ashlyn Barrett, ooh. She tried to find Amaya Williams, and she throws it away. There's her costly turnovers we've talked about they can't have. And now there's a conference.
Ramos and Sewell are
communicating.
Well, I think they're trying to figure out where they're going to go after the game to eat. I don't know what else. I don't know what else they could be talking about. Not only about Fred. Fred, where do you think we should go?
Shoot, yeah. Hey. What has the best dessert? What was that? There was that famous guy. I always forget his name, but he always said he started with dessert first. He always ate dessert first. Real famous celebrity. My mom's going to be mad I don't remember this. There's a famous celebrity. He always started dinner with dessert.
No idea.
He said he didn't know if he'd live long enough to make it to dessert, so you got to have dessert first, right?
That's creative.
The Jays will have it. It's Avery Johnson across the timeline. She gets it to Kaylin Tunis, then back to Charlotte Abord, then to Avery Johnston, driving baseline, picks up her dribble, back out to Kaylin Tunis, spinning around, blocked by Amaya Williams. She used her body well, pushes it forward to Ava McCune. Here she comes. Tried to lob it up to Brooke Davis, and it's blocked out of bounds. It'll stay here, Lady Cav basketball. The Cavs are fighting.
This is a pretty physical game right now, and they're letting them play.
And it's nice to see Amaya Williams start to get in a rhythm. We talked about that in the South Central game. She just couldn't get things going. We talked about that last season as well. It seems like some of the games we just didn't see the best of Amaya Williams. She's coming together here.
Right, and they have to have her on the floor. It's a totally different team with her on the floor than her not on the floor.
The biggest individual out there.
Yeah.
Strongest. Almost stolen by the Lady Jays. It'll stay here. Cav basketball. Brianna Schlemmer checked in for the Cavs a moment ago for Ashlyn Barrett. It's Ava McCune at the top of the key with Charlotte Abord on her. McCune, DeBoard all over. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Bryn Barron in the far corner. Bryn up top. Shiloh switched. Back to Brianna Schlemmer. Fakes the three. Driving inside. Oh. Interesting.
All that contact and then that call.
Barely breathes on her, and they
That's
call.
That's going to be on Avery Johnston. That's her second.
So now, interesting.
Interesting. I'm starting to want to use that word
I
now.
like that. We come up with that a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
Johnston will check out.
I think that just basically means we didn't see it.
We did. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting call.
Yep.
Kick out. Brandon Schlemmer pops the three. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Brooke Davis. Her putback's no good. In and out. Rebounded by Amaya Williams. And Gracie Minix will be called for a foul here. as I stated, Avery Johnston checked out. Also, Kylie Lehigh checked out. Grace Craig and also Macy Morrow are in for the Jays. Brooke Davis gets it into Bryn Barrett. It's stolen by the Jays. It's Grace Craig. She crosses the timeline with the rock. Here she comes inside, off the glass, no good. Amaya Williams gets the rebound and gets it to Bryn Barrett, who pushes it forward to Brooke Davis. Brooke off the glass, gets it to go. 13-10, the Cavs lead. 6:10 to go in the first half. This Cavs team is growing up right here in front of us.
She got hit.
Deep three by Kaylin Tunis, nothing called. Saved by Ava McCune, or rebounded. And now a loose ball foul. Looks like it'll be called on the Jays.
Grace Craig, that's her second. Team third.
Her second, team's third.
Well, at times it looks like they're letting them play, and then other times it...
Get a little trigger happy.
Yeah.
It's a fine line.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get in any kind of rhythm when you're not sure how they're going to call the game.
Right, because you don't want to just get mauled all game, but you also don't want the ticky-tack fouls either. As the Cavs get it in, the Jays fight for it. Jump ball called, and the possession arrow is pointed in the Jays' favor, so a turnover there by the Cavs.
It's their 10th turnover.
Geez, something they had trouble with this past Tuesday, even though they picked up the big win. Those can add up and cause problems as the Jays have it. It's Charlotte aboard, getting it to Macy Morrow at the left elbow. Dump off, it's Kaylin Tunis. Back out, Grace Craig will pop a three. Too hard off the glass, rebounded by Amaya Williams, who's having a night. Pushes it forward to Bryn Barrett, who then pushes it forward to Ava McCune. Oh, couldn't get the right-hand layup to go. Saved by Brooke Davis. Her putback's no good. Saved by Grace Craig. Here come the Lady Jays crossing the timeline. Oh my gosh, she took on three. Cavs couldn't get it to go. Blocked by Bryn Barrett. Saved by Amaya Williams. She gets it back to Bryn, and here comes Bryn. The Cavs are pushing the tempo. Here comes Bryn back out. Brianna Schlemmer, three. Couldn't get it to go, too hard. Rebounded by Kaylin Tunis, and here comes Tunis. Hesitation, gets around baseline, and the Jays will throw it away. She tried to find Gracie Minix, almost saved two by Charlotte aboard, but it goes out, or no, Grace Craig, and it goes out of bounds. Craig will check out, and checking in is Lexi Howard, the freshman. Cavs to get it in, full court pressure from the Lady Jays. 5 minutes to go in the first half. The Cavs lead the Jays 13-10. Ashlyn Barrett, who checked back in, hands it off to Brooke Davis, who will dribble off her foot. That's a tough one. Didn't mean to do it, and it just happens, and now the Jays have it. Pushing it forward to Kaylin Tunis. Ball fake, then gets it to Lexi Howard. Howard picks up her dribble, gets it to Morrow. Oh, nice pass inside to Gracie Minix. Couldn't get it to go off the glass. Rebounded by Ashlyn Barrett, pushes it forward to Ava McCune, and she couldn't track it down. Another turnover, it'll be Jay's ball.
That was a good job getting the ball. It did a little high-low, and that's where you want to go to try to attack Amaya Williams a little bit. Like I said, the Cavs are a totally different team with her off the floor.
Bringing it forward, Charlotte aboard, cross the timeline, gets it back to Lexi Howard. Howard then kicks it over. Kaylin Tunis, blocked three by Bryn Barrett. She was all over it. Then dump off to Macy Morrow. It was saved by Kaylin Tunis. She stayed with it. Good for her. Cross-court pass, Charlotte aboard. Deep three on the way. Too hard, and Bryn Barrett will poke it out of bounds. There were two Jays there trying to get it.
Yeah, Bryn, her volleyball instinct came in there.
Little spike action.
That sounded like one of your words, kinged it in.
Kinged it in. Competer.
Yeah. I told my wife about that one.
It was kind of funny. I talked to a couple buddies about it. The Jays have it. They get it to Macy Morrow. Fight for the ball. It is a scrappy game right now. McCune hits the deck. He calls the jump ball, and the Cavs will have it. So a turnover by the Lady Jays. Blue Jay Nation is showing their disapproval. They get into these games, and that's one thing I love about our area schools is the fans get into the games. They care. It just provides that much more of an atmosphere. So the Cavs will get it in to Bryn Barrett. She will cross the timeline, gets it to Ashlyn Barrett. Oh, there it is, backdoor to Bryn. Couldn't get it down. She tried to get it off, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Maya Williams. Her putback's no good, and it goes out of bounds. The Jays will have it. If the Cavs get some of these shots to go down and don't have the turnovers, they could have a bigger lead than they already do.
Well, the thing is they have 13 points and they have 12 turnovers. Usually that's not a recipe for a good night.
Right. And somehow this zone is kind of stalling the Jays, it feels like.
Well, they leave that high-low open, and they haven't taken advantage of it. They've had a couple opportunities, just haven't knocked the shots down.
Near corner, Kaylin Tunis back up to Charlotte Abord. Attacking the 2-3.
And one.
Couldn't get it to go, but she will go to the line, and she is putting this Lady J team on her back. Attacking that zone, and we've kind of talked about it before. Attack the zone, shrinks the defense, kick it out, maybe an open shot, or better yet, you get something like this where you go to the line, stops the clock, you get a breather as well. First free throw from DeBoard is good, making it 13-11. As today's game is brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. DeBoard's second free throw is good as well, making it a one-point ball game. The Cavs lead 13-12, 3:20 to go here in the first half. Bryn Barrett to bring it across the timeline. What are you seeing?
I don't know why the Jays would take that press off. The Cavs were struggling with it. They don't have any foul problems, so I don't understand why they would take that off. I would keep putting all the pressure
on them.
Yep.
McCune drives in, kicks out. Brianna Schlimmer pops the three. Couldn't get it to go. She normally is a good shooter. She's having trouble getting used to the rim here in the nest. As the Jays push it forward, it's Kaylin Tunis. Takes it to the far side of the floor. Double by Ava McCune and Amaya Williams, and they'll call a reach-in foul. We'll see who.
Yeah, if that's going to be an Ava. No, looks like it's going to be an Amaya.
It will. Her second.
It's going to be her second. That's one with, as a coach, when you're 24 feet away from the basket, that's not one that you want your big that you need on the floor to get.
Out of bounds, play underneath her own basket. Kylie Lehigh to take it out. She checked back in a moment ago. Kicks it up top to Kaylin Tunis, spinning around, almost loses it. Bryn Barrett's on the deck. Now Brooke Davis is on the deck. She's got
rolling.
The ball.
Should be a travel, but
she rolled, but they also called jump ball, so it will stay here. Lady J basketball. Man, the Cavs are playing scrappy. Charlotte aboard to take it out near sideline, trying to find someone. She gets it to Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh back to DeBoard. DeBoard swings it over. Kaylin Tunis. Tunis back over to Macy Morrow, inside to Gracie Minix. Now here we go. Minix back out up top to Tunis. Swings it over. Charlotte aboard, far side of the floor, driving baseline. Here comes the help. She throws it off the leg of Brianna Schlemmer, and it'll stay here. She's got a pretty good IQ.
Yeah, Kaylin Tunis went down to the baseline. That's where she was really wanting to go to, is that opposite pass, opposite side, that shot in the corner. But she got too deep.
Yep. Jays kick it out up top to Tunis, dump off to Macy Morrow, then to Charlotte aboard, who's driving in, kick out. Kylie Lehigh pops the three, no good. Rebounded by Amaya Williams. Fight for the rebound. They tried to steal it back, but she stayed strong. It's Ava McCune now, and she will overthrow Brooke Davis, and another turnover for the Cavs. 1:56 to go in the first half. The Cavs lead 13-12. Here in the nest, DeBoard crosses the timeline. Kicks it over to Macy Morrow.
What's a foul?
Ooh, and McCune will come up with a loose ball foul.
That's her first.
Macy Morrow will check out. Lexi Howard will check in. For the Jays, it's Kylie Lehigh, Charlotte aboard, Kaylin Tunis, Gracie Minix, and Lexi Howard. Driving in, it's DeBoard. puts it up, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Bryn Barrett. She pushes it forward to Ashlyn Barrett.
Should be a travel.
And she will be called for the travel. Brooke Davis will check in for the Cavs. Checking out is Amaya Williams. So for the Cavs, it's Ava McCune, Ashlyn Barrett, Bryn Barrett, Brianna Schlimmer, and Brooke Davis. Last 90 seconds of the first half. Lehigh, top of the key, volleyball line, kicks it over. Lexi Howard picks up her dribble. Ashlyn Barrett causing pressure, back to Gracie Minix at the right elbow, then up top to Kaylin Tunis, who drives in, fakes left, goes inside, couldn't get it to go off the glass. Kylie Lehigh comes up with the rebound, back out to Charlotte Abord, then over to Lexi Howard, who pops the three, in and out, no good, rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh back out to Howard. Lehigh always finds herself there. Trap in the near corner.
Offensive.
And they are calling an offensive foul. I don't think he liked that elbow.
Yeah, you can't throw elbows. It's automatic whether you hit anybody or not.
It takes me back when Shaq used to do that, and they never called it.
Well, you can put your elbows out. They
you just can't
swing them.
That's what Shaq would say. I'm just keeping them out, keeping you away from me. So the Cavs will get it in last 60 seconds here. It's Ashlyn Barrett across the timeline. Kaylin Tunis on her. The Jays have been a man-to-man this half. It's now Brooke Davis at the top of the key. Tunis switches. Now Kylie Lehigh switches. Hand off to Ashlyn Barrett. Last 45, she picks up her dribble, gets it to Ava McCune. Ava McCune takes it to the far side of the floor, spins around at the right elbow, back out. Ashlyn Barrett pops the three, splash! Huge three. Ashlyn Barrett, 16-12. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. The Cavs lead. Almost stolen by Ava McCune, saved by Kaylin Tunis. Kaylin gets it back to Lexi Howard. Howard near corner, inside to Gracie Minix. Turnaround shot from the post, off the glass. Gracie Minix gets it to go. 16-14, Cavs lead. Last 10 seconds here of the first half. The Cavs hope to have it for one more shot.
I'm sure she realizes there's only 4 seconds left yet. Yep.
Offensive foul call. Bryn Barrett moved on the screen.
That's her second. I'm not sure if her sister realized how much time was left. She was walking it up and just kind of nonchalant. Her sister set a screen and was moving on it.
A lot of turnovers in the first half for the Cavs, but they still lead.
Yeah.
16-14. The Jays get it in. Last 3 seconds. Up to Kaylin Tunis. Deep three on the way. No good. It's short. So that will be the end of the first half. A very, very interesting first half. 16-14. The Lady Cavs lead the Lady Jays as we will take a break and break down the first half in the KVB halftime show. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
16-14's the score here in a KVB halftime show. I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. The Cavs lead the Lady Jays. I am accompanied by sports analyst Terry Minix. Well, you talk about turnovers for the Cavs. You wouldn't think they would be in the lead, but we kind of talked in the break. The Lady Jays are trying to get used to this 2-3 D.
Well, that 2-3 plus the Culver Cavaliers are being very, very aggressive. And I think it's taken a little bit of toll. It's forcing the Jays to hurry their shots a little bit and throw some passes that they, wouldn't usually do. And then the only issues the Cavs have had is when they've gotten the ball, they pushed the ball up, and they've had like 3 or 4 that they've overpassed, on good breaks. But they're what do you call it? Winning ugly right now. Right. They got 16 turnovers and 16 points. But the good thing is they've got 16, and the team they're playing only has 14.
Well, and I don't want to take too much time on attacking a 2-3 defense, but I do want to pick your brain because there have been several games this season, not just these teams, but we've seen several of our area teams have some struggles against the 2-3D. In your opinion, what's the best way to attack it?
In watching their 2-3, the biggest spot that should not be open is the middle at the free throw line. They bring their 2 people at the top so high that they leave the free throw line open. So if you're going to flash somebody or set somebody at the free throw line, that's what they need to do. Put it there, and then you can go to a high-low. Get it there, and then seal in the bottom and have a low pass. They had 2 different opportunities where they did do the exact same thing that I just said, but they missed the layup after they got it. Actually, one of them they got fouled on. But, it's one of them things that you've got to notice what they're doing because their tops are so spread out.
High.
There's, a lot of times you'll see or hear coaches say, pack it in, pack it in. No, they're going all the way out, and when they get the opportunity, they're going to trap you even at the top.
Even wherever you're at.
I'm not a guy that likes to trap in the middle of the floor. I think it causes too many issues where you can pass to the left, you can pass to the right, or you can pass to the middle or go, step through the middle. So I only say trap at 4 corners. That's the reason corners, and you've got extra defenders when you do trap in the corners.
Well, and we've kind of talked about it. You get it to the free throw line. A lot of things can happen off of that. The D shrinks. You could come baseline for the dump-off pass. You get it inside. You attack the 2-3. Things can open up for those corner threes, which we know the Jays can shoot. It's just trying to move that 2-3, keep them moving and not so stagnant because they're so long and lanky.
Well, I would put maybe flash Gracie to the middle, Gracie Minix to the middle, and then seal Tunis or Johnson on the back side. And, whether it's a, short corner or it's, at the block, one or the other, it's going to be open because they bring that bottom person all the way up to cover that.
Yep. Well, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments the Jays have in store in the second half. We remind our listeners, the Jays come into this game on a 9-game winning streak. The Cavs, while they've had some struggles this season, sitting at 500, 6-6, they really gained some confidence, I feel like, on that game at the Tiger Den in Tuesday, and they've amped up, like you said, the aggressiveness. They are playing and using their bodies.
They are. And, when you got a kid, we saw Amaya a couple times. She got the rebound, and she was throwing Jays off of the ball. She's just that strong, and that's the reason you got to have her in a game. The other thing, the Jays have to be able to find some other people that knock some shots down. Shiloh DeBoard is the only one. She's got 10 of their 14 points. She started off, hit a couple threes, and hit a basket, and then hit a couple free throws. But they got to, these other ones are going to have to help her out a little bit and start knocking them shots down.
Well, and then also Kylie Lehigh, she's doing a good job on the boards, as she always does. But like you said, it's not showing up on the points where they need her, as well as Kaylin Tunis. She is, she's been averaging over 20 points a game the last several games. So this is kind of an off night for her in terms of not scoring the basketball like she wants.
Right, but, the other part of that is, I'm sure Coach Adam at Culver has, he scouted it, and he knows. He's saying, okay, we have to stop these 2. She's averaging 19 points a game. We've got to make sure when she does get the ball, we want to hurry her up, or we don't want her to even touch the ball. We deny her the ball. They're doing a nice job. So it's not just that they're missing shots. It's that they're really not getting the open shots they're used to getting.
The aggressiveness from the Cavs showed strong in the first half. Even with those turnovers, they still lead the Lady Jays here at the KVB halftime show 16-14. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration. where the temperature is always just right. We also thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Finally, Culver's Portside Marina is part of this broadcast. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. Hey, if you want a new boat for Christmas, get on down to Culver's Portside Marina. They have all the fun toys you want. Call them at 574-842-5000. We appreciate their support in helping continue this tradition. I wouldn't mind a nice little jet ski, maybe a wave runner under the tree for Christmas, Coach. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
My dad's not listening, so it doesn't matter. I hope maybe Santa's listening.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still waiting on my gift from Santa.
Have you been good, though?
I've never been good. I've been a bad guy for a long time. 2:20 to go here in the KVB halftime show. We're going to take a break and come back. Don't go anywhere. 16-14, the Cavs lead the Lady Jays.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Do you know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue this tradition. Second half action coming your way on KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Back in action to start the second half. The Lady Cavs have it. It's Bryn Barrett near corner. Back up top. Ava McCune driving inside. Kicks it back out to Bryn. Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We're so glad you joined us on Thursday night for Indiana High School girls basketball action. Ashlyn Barrett. Skip pass inside to the right block. Bryn Barrett. That was an alley-oop, Coach. She left her feet.
She's just so athletic.
So Bryn gets it to go 18-14. Now here's a big three by Avery Johnson on the other end of the floor. No good. Rebounded by Amaya Williams. Amaya picks it, gets it up to Ashlyn Barrett, then to Bryn Barrett, far side of the floor. Charlotte aboard on her. The Jays in that man-to-man. Spinning around Bryn. Far corner now. Ava McCune takes the pick from Bryn. Driving inside. Almost lost it. Hits the deck. Back out to Ashlyn Barrett. She pops the three.
Banked it in.
Bank is open and the cash is flowing. 21-14. The Lady Cavs lead the Lady Jays here. 5 quick ones to start the third quarter. That's a start you need if you're the Cavs coach.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, nice find inside to Avery Johnston. Back out near corner 3. Kylie Lehigh, too hard. Rebounded by Brooke Davis. Things aren't falling for the Lady Jays, and out of frustration, Avery Johnston gives Brooke Davis a little push.
It's going to be Avery's third.
She is a starter. You're going to see, it looks like Macy Morrow check in for Avery Johnston. She will take a seat.
Well, the Jays are going to press. I'd like, what they need to do is that full court press, and what the Cavs need to do is keep pounding the ball inside to Amaya.
Oh my, Ava McCune hits the deck, stolen by the Lady Jays, and up and under left-handed. It's Kylie Lehigh getting on the board, bringing the Lady Jays within 5, 21-16. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the third. Bryn Barrett crosses the timeline for the Cavs, picks up her dribble, back out, far corner. Ashlyn Barrett for 3, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. She always seems to be there, Coach.
That's her 7th rebound of the night.
She crosses the timeline. She's averaging 10 boards a game.
Wow, that's a foul.
And now here is a reach-in on Ava McCune.
That's her second. Team first.
Sideline out of bounds play. Kylie Lehigh to take it out. She kicks it up top to Macy Morrow, then over to Charlotte DeBoard. DeBoard up top, gets inside, kicks out. Tunis 3, couldn't get it to go. She was open. Rebounded by Brooke Davis with the help of Amaya Williams. She pushes it forward to Ava McCune, off the glass, too hard again. She's having trouble on those fast break layups, and she's getting bothered by it as well. Charlotte DeBoard fakes the 3, drives inside, blocked by Amaya Williams, but they call her for a foul.
It's going to be Amaya's third.
So this will send Charlotte DeBoard to the line to shoot 2. 21-16, the Cavs lead. The clock is stopped at 5:23. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. DeBoard misses the first of 2 as LAP Waste is a woman-owned waste management company. Quick, reliable next-day delivery service for dumpsters and containers. Get rid of your waste as easily and efficiently as possible. Call them at 574-542-4019 and waste less with LAP Waste. DeBoard's second free throw no good. Kylie Lehigh comes up with the rebound somehow. Gets it back to Kaylin Tunis, then back to Lehigh near quarter 3! 21-19 now. Kylie Lehigh making a move here. Bryn Barrett pushes it forward to Brianna Schlemmer, and they'll throw it away.
And that's all because of that full court press. I'm telling you, if they stay in that, they can get themselves right back in this game. And the other bad part for them is Amaya's on the bench with her third foul.
Who just checked out a moment ago. Brianna Schlemmer is who checked in for her. And now on the other end of the floor, it is Charlotte DeBoard kicking it over to Kaylin Tunis, far corner. Back up top, Macy Morrow. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Deep 3, it's Shiloh DeBoard for the 3. The Lady Jays take back the lead, 22-21. Stolen by Kylie Lehigh. Couldn't get it to go. She gets the rebound, off the glass, put back is good. And now the Jays lead by 3. That full court pressure is tough. They almost steal it again. Bryn Barrett pushes it forward to Ashlyn. Ashlyn, she needs to get rid of it. It's stolen by Kylie Lehigh, and now a whistle. So after the steal from Lehigh, they're calling Ava McCune.
Ashlyn Barrett.
Oh, Ashlyn Barrett.
Yep, Ashlyn Barrett. They stole it. They stole it from her, and she didn't like it.
Gracie Minix will check out. Checking in is Grace Craig. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. DeBoard to take it out. Near quarter, Kylie Lehigh. Skip pass to Kaylin Tunis, then back out, far corner. 3 from Charlotte DeBoard's no good. Rebounded by Brooke Davis, pushes it forward to Ava McCune. 1-on-1, back out. Brianna Schlemmer pops the 3, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Ashlyn Barrett. Her putback's no good. No, I'm sorry, that's Madeline Hamilton who checked in. And then now a fight for the rebound. They're calling jump ball. And Madeline Hamilton checked in for the Cavs. So for the Cavs, it's Ava McCune, Bryn Barrett, Madeline Hamilton, Brianna Schlemmer, and Brooke Davis. The Jump ball means it is Lady J basketball. For the Lady Jays, it's Kylie Lehigh, Charlotte DeBoard, Kaylin Tunis, Macy Morrow, and Grace Craig. DeBoard to bring it across the timeline. 4 minutes to go here in the third. The Jays lead by 3, 24-21. DeBoard, hands off. This is Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh skip pass back to DeBoard. DeBoard driving baseline. Kicks it back out. Grace Craig driving in. Picks up her dribble. Back out. Lehigh for 3. Huge quarter for Kylie Lehigh. We talked about her needing to step up, Coach, and she did. And now Madeline Hamilton will travel with the ball. Lehigh must have been listening to us at half.
Well, I'm glad for the Jays that obviously Coach Combs was listening to full court press. I mean, that's the whole difference in this quarter.
Yeah.
They've been up on them. They don't handle the ball very
give
well.
them an inch.
They had to bring Amaya back in, which now you need to attack her.
Because she has 3.
Yep.
Jays kick out far corner. Lehigh hands off the DeBoard, brings it up top. Now driving in, back out to Kaylin Tunis. Then inside to Morrow, hits the shin. Oh my gosh, several girls on the floor. Amaya Williams got in there. Jump ball called. It'll be Cav basketball. So turnover on the Jays. But you're right. Amaya in there with 3. If you're the Jays, attack her.
Well, DeBoard did, and then she threw the ball away. All she had to do was do a sidestep there and probably got her 4th foul.
Bryn Barrett open 3 near corner. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Ashlyn Barrett. Dump back off the Bryn. Off the glass. Gets it to go. 27-23, the Lady Jays lead. 3 minutes to go in the third. Lehigh with it. Crosses the timeline. Kicks it over. Kaylin Tunis. Oh, stolen by Ashlyn Barrett. She read the passing lane well, and she is all alone for the left-hand layup. 27-25. Head coach Whitney Combs calls a timeout with 2:47 to go in the third. The Cavs have a quick little run. Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Expressway. Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. We also thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. So the full court pressure from the Lady Jays is causing problems for the Cavs, as Coach stated. Amaya Williams is brought back in to alleviate that, but at the same time, she has 3. And like Coach said, if you're the Jays, let's remember that and attack Amaya in case she picks up her 4th, keep her in foul trouble. We don't want Amaya out there on the floor. The Jays get it into Gracie Minix, who turnaround shot from the left block goes. Good move from her. 29-25. The Jays lead by 4. The Cavs push it forward. Amaya Williams has it back to Bryn Barrett. She's driving baseline, takes on Kylie Lehigh, dump off to Ava McCune, and then a foul will be called on Lehigh. She can't believe it.
That's her second. Team second.
Stops the clock at 2:22 in the third, 29-25. Jays lead. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Ashlyn Barrett to take it out. The original starters for the Cavs are in here. Barrett looking for someone. Kicks it up top to Amaya Williams. Amaya then to the near side of the floor. It's Ashlyn Barrett. Back up top, Brooke Davis. Driving in. Gets it to Ava McCune, near corner. Grace Craig on her. She drives baseline, and now we have a whistle on the floor.
It's going to be Gracie Minix. That's her second.
Her second, team's third.
So another out-of-bounds play underneath her own basket. Lob pass up to Amaya Williams. She gets it back out near corner, Ashlyn Barrett. She brings it out up top. And they're calling an offensive foul here.
I think it's on Amaya.
It is. So that is Amaya's 4th foul, and now she will have to check out with 2 minutes to go in the third. Brianna Schlemmer will check in, and head coach Adam Neese is arguing that call.
Yeah, that's just a tough one. It just, she stepped over, tried to seal, in that pick, and she got caught moving.
Similar situation to what we saw on Tuesday in Tri-Township, or at La Crosse, I should say. Amaya fought through it, though, and they were able to pick up the win.
Ooh.
And the Jays will throw it away on the other end of the floor. Lehigh tried to find Grace Craig on the other side of the floor, and it just sailed away.
Well, they got to make hay while they can. While Amaya's on the bench, you need to
take
attack
advantage.
That middle. Yep. But they're going back out of that full court press. They don't get it.
They kind of did a half court. They met her at half court. They crossed the timeline. Bryn Barrett gets it over to Ashlyn. She pops the three in the far corner, is no good. And now it looks like it was last touched by the Jays.
Yep.
So it'll stay here. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Cavs. Checking out is Grace Craig. Checking in for the Jays is Avery Johnston. Barrett to take it out for the Cavs. Kicks it up top to Ava McCune over her head. She tracks it down, though. Takes the pick from Schlemmer. Now near corner, Ashlyn Barrett, and it is. Slipped through Barron's hands, and right off her knee, it goes out of bounds. So another turnover for the Cavs here. Jays get it in. Johnston to bring it across the timeline. Minute 15 to go here in the third. Johnston inside to Lehigh.
Oh, that's a foul.
And a foul by Bryn Barrett. She couldn't believe it. She thought she blocked it.
That's her third. Lehigh's had a pretty good quarter.
Huge. She's probably almost caught up with the board.
She's got 10 points in this quarter.
Yeah. And a lot of rebounds. First of two is good from Lehigh, as today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. Second free throw from Lehigh is good. 31-25, the Jays lead. Cavs push it forward. They beat the press. It's Ava McCune. And a reach-in foul will be called on Macy Morrow.
It's her first. Team fourth.
Foul call number 4, Macy Morrow, her first, team's fourth.
So the Cavs will have it. Another out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket. Ashlyn Barrett to take it out. Slaps the ball. Here comes the play. Far corner three. Brianna Schlemmer. No good. Rebounded by Bryn Barrett, but she lost it.
It's off of the Jays.
Kylie Lehigh got in there, and she touches it last. Barrett and Lehigh.
That's two pretty good athletes.
Very similar body styles, too. They almost look identical from up here. We're so far up here in the nest.
We're in the nest. Offensive.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you giving that to Bryn?
I don't know who he's giving it on.
He switched.
Are they giving it to the Jays here?
Yeah, they just switched. They gave it to Gracie.
Gracie Minix.
He pointed the other direction. Oh.
Wait. What is he saying? This is sending Bryn Barrett to the line. Interesting.
He called that on Gracie, and that's her third.
And the 5th of this quarter, so that's sending Bryn Barrett to the line. But who, in that situation, I guess it's who you foul is who goes to the line. So she fouled Bryn Barrett. She hits the first of two. Second, she hits it as well. 31-27, the Jays lead. Last 60 seconds of the third. DeBoard bringing it forward, crosses the timeline. A little pressure from the Cavs. Now it's Avery Johnston at the left elbow. She loses it. On the floor is Ava McCune. And a timeout by the Jays is called. Man, what a scrappy game this has been.
Timeout, Lady Jays. Full timeout.
Oh, man. Two of our area teams clash tonight, and man, are they clashing. Literally. I mean, how many times have we seen these girls on the floor?
Yeah, there's.
They are all over the place.
It's a battle.
It is a battle right now. These Cavs have found something. And like you said, whatever he said at halftime in lacrosse, you need to bottle it. Well, maybe he bottled a little bit of it because the Cavs are fighting with the Jays. A lot of people would probably think this game is a walk-off for the Lady Jays. The Cavs are showing grit and determination. Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build your home today. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County. Call them today at 574-896-2567. Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. Out of the timeout, the Jays will have it. Kylie Lehigh to get it in. She kicks it back court to Shiloh DeBoard, who will bring it across the timeline. And look at that 2-3 defense from the Cavs. They've been in it all night. She spins around, gets to the free throw. Inside, dump off to Avery Johnson. Almost stolen by the Cavs. Gracie Minnick saves it. Then back out up top to Shiloh DeBoard. Ava McCune's on the floor.
It's going to be a foul on Ava McCune. It's going to be her third.
So Ava McCune picks up her third. As Coach just said, she is playing so hard.
It's their team fifth, so they're going to be shooting free throws.
It sends DeBoard to the line for 2. First one from DeBoard is up away, and it gets in as L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. DeBoard's second free throw is good, 33-27, 6-point ball game. The Jays lead, last 30 seconds of the third. They push it forward to Bryn Barrett. Now to the free throw line. Ava McCune back out. Brianna Schlimmer near corner 3. No good. Saved by Brooke Davis, who then got it to Ava McCune. Back out. 3 from Ashlyn Barrett's no good. And a reach-in foul by Ava McCune. That'll be her 4th. So now Ava McCune and Amaya Williams both have 4 fouls. McCune will have to check out, and checking in for the Cavs will be number 42, Ileana Andrzejewski, the sophomore. Lehigh at the line. Had a heck of a quarter. She unfortunately misses the first of 2. Boy, what a quarter for Lehigh.
She's good.
She hits the second of 2. 34-27, the Jays lead. Last 10 seconds of the third here. They push it forward to Bryn Barrett, then back out. Brooke Davis over to Andrzejewski. Back up top, Ashlyn Barrett, then over to Brianna Schlimmer for 3. Couldn't get it to go. She's had a rough night, and that will be the end of the third quarter. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead the Culver Lady Cavaliers 34-27. Fourth quarter action is on the way.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Back in the nest, Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix. We go to the fourth quarter. 34-27, the Lady Jays lead. They had it in a double dribble turnover for the Jays. Sees the Cavs have it now on their end of the floor. It's Brianna Schlemmer. She's going to lose it. A fight for the loose ball. Sees Kylie Lehigh and Schlemmer on the floor as well as Brooke Davis. Jump ball will be called and it'll stay here. Lady Cav basketball. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Ashlyn Barron to take it out. Kicks it up to the right elbow. It's Brooke Davis back out. Andrzejewski pops the three. No good. Tried to track the rebound down. DeBoard gets it. But it was last touched by the Cavs, so the Jays will have it here. Some pressure now from the Cavs. They will pick up full court. It is Ashlyn Barron guarding Shiloh DeBoard. DeBoard will cross the timeline. Andrzejewski's right there to get the double, and she will come up with a loose ball foul. Blocking foul to be exact. Remember, Amaya Williams and Ava McCune, the starters for the Cavs, are in foul trouble. They both have 4. The Jays to get it in. Lehigh to Avery Johnston. Johnston, far side of the floor, picks up her dribble, skip past the DeBoard, then to the left block. It is Kylie Lehigh, dump off to Gracie Minix, almost lost it, saved by the Cavs. It's stolen back by Kylie Lehigh. Now she's driving baseline, and a blocking foul will be called on Brianna Schlemmer.
It'll be her second.
Foul number 32, Brianna Schlemmer, her second, team second.
Lehigh to take it out underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. She kicks it out to Macy Morrow. Skip past the DeBoard, far side of the floor. She brings it out. Spins around on Barrett. Dump off to Avery Johnston. Driving inside, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Gracie Minix. Her putback's no good. And Bryn Barrett will come up with the rebound. She's triple teamed. She has to get rid of it. Oh my gosh, she stepped on the baseline. She feels like she was kind of bumped, and the ref is saying, no, no, no. You stepped on the line. So another turnover for the Cavs, coach. It's a lot.
26.
Jays kick it out, and the fact the Cavs are still in this game with that many turnovers is pretty impressive. Morrow tried to dump off to Gracie Minix. It's stolen by the Cavs. Nope. The Jays pick it up and save it. Back to Morrow at the free throw line. Then to Johnston. She drives in, far side of the floor, takes on a couple of Cavs, gets rid of it, throws it right away to Andrzejewski. Here come the Cavs. Back to Brianna Schlemmer. She needs to cross the timeline. She does to Ashlyn Barrett. Barrett, then to the far corner. Andrzejewski inside to Brooke Davis.
Traveled first.
She did.
Oh.
They missed it. They're calling a foul on the floor. She did.
That's on Gracie. That's going to be her 4th.
So Minix will check out. Grace Craig will check in. Also, Lexi Howard will check in. Macy Morrow will check out for the Jays. Johnston, Howard, Craig, Lehigh, DeBoard. That's the 5 for the Lady Jays. The Cavs get it into Brooke Davis. And then another whistle. They're calling a jump ball. The possession arrow is pointing in Lady J favor, so the Lady Jays will get the ball. The Cavs turn it over. 34-27, the Lady Jays lead. 6:12 to go here in the ball game.
I think it's time to keep the ball in Kylie
Lehigh's
hands right now.
DeBoard inside to Grace Craig at the left block, puts it up, too hard, and rebounded by the Cavs. It's Bryn Barrett crossing the timeline. Here she comes, brings it back out. Big 3 from Brianna Schlemmer. She can't get it to go. Rebounded by Bryn Barrett. Her putback is good, and Kylie Lehigh I thought was going to block it, but Bryn Barrett took her on and made it happen. Now down by 5 are the Cavs, 34-29. Skip pass back to Lehigh. Big time 3. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Bryn Barrett. Here comes Bryn now. Lehigh all over. This is a really good matchup, those two are. She kicks it over to Ashlyn Barrett, then to Brooke Davis, far corner. Andrzejewski for the three. Can't get a go. Rebounded by Brooke Davis. Her putback's no good.
Yes,
then it is rebounded by guess who? Kylie Lehigh. She will cross the timeline. Lehigh, what a second half for her. Almost stolen by Ashlyn Barrett, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay Lady J basketball. Here come the starters, Ava McCune and Amaya Williams with 5 minutes to go. They have 4 fouls, Coach.
I don't know if I'd have brought them both in together.
Quite yet, down 5.
You bring in one of them, but I don't know about
right. The Jays get it in. It's Lehigh over to Howard, the freshman, then back to Lehigh. Then inside of the right block, Johnston back out far corner to Board. DeBoard skip pass near side of the floor. Howard pops the three. Couldn't get it to go. Lehigh tracks it down. My goodness. She has a nose for the ball. Inside to Grace Craig. Couldn't get it to go. Good job by Maya Williams to keep her hands straight up, though, knowing she has 4. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Jays, and the Cavs will have it. Brooke Davis back to Ashlyn Barrett. Barrett crosses the timeline, pushes it forward to Ava McCune. Inside to Amaya Williams, tipped out of bounds by the Jays. 5-point ball game, 4:36 to go here in the game. The Jays lead 34-29. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. The Cavs have it. Ashlyn Barrett kicks it out up top to her sister Bryn. Kylie Lehigh on Bryn, takes the pick from Amaya Williams. Then to the near corner, it's Ava McCune. Back out up top, it's Brooke Davis driving in, back out to Ashlyn Barrett. Then to Ava McCune. McCune spins around, driving inside, back out near corner, Bryn Barrett. Bryn, Shiloh to board on her. Gets it inside to Amaya Williams, blocked by Kylie Lehigh, saved by Brooke Davis, and her putback goes. 34-31, 3-point ball game, 4 minutes to go. Lehigh has it from DeBoard, who crossed the timeline, then back to Lexi Howard. Top of the key at the volleyball line, inside to Grace Craig, drives inside. A jump ball. Really? What'd you see? I didn't see that, did you?
No. But Mark's a little bit.
Well, he's down there on the floor, and we're way up here. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but the Cavs will beat the full court pressure. It's Ava McCune. Inside, back out. Brooke Davis over to Ashlyn Barrett. Pops the three to tie. No good. Rebounded by Amaya Williams, and a loose ball foul on Avery Johnston. She can't believe it. The jump ball was on the other end of the floor, and that is her 4th. That's Avery Johnston's 4th. And then on the other end of the floor, what we were talking about in that jump ball, the possession arrow was pointing in the Cavs' favor. That's why they have the ball. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. They get it to Bryn Barrett, 13 feet inside the right elbow. No good. Rebounded by Avery Johnston. Here comes Avery. Pushes it to Lexi Howard. Almost lost it. Saved by Kylie Lehigh. Then hand off to Shiloh DeBoard. Gracie Minix will be checking in momentarily for the Lady Jays. Inside short corner, far side of the floor to Johnston. Then back up top to Lehigh. Swings it over to Howard. Now to the near side of the floor. It's DeBoard. Tipped out of bounds by Ashlyn Barrett. And here comes Gracie Minix for the Lady Jays. She will come in for what looks like Grace Craig, the junior. Lehigh, Minix, Howard, DeBoard, Johnston. That's the 5 for the Jays. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Lehigh gets it into DeBoard. Took it in on Amaya Williams. Amaya kept her hands up tall, though. Could have gone either way, but still she kept her hands high, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavs. It'll stay here, Lady J basketball.
Hands high, but feet moving.
Body. Got her on the body.
I think, warning here.
Oh, my. So now the official is getting with athletic director Mike Sharkozy. This isn't the first time we've seen this here in the Nets. Such a passionate fan base, and that's what I really love about this area. The passionate fans. They love this game. They love the sport of basketball, and you gotta love it. You just gotta love it.
I actually thought Fred was pointing at me.
I thought he was pointing at you too. I was like, what did he say? Are you listening right now? Can you hear us? So unfortunately, they are asking a Jays fan to exit. He gets a nice ovation, as he has been a very, very big supporter for the Lady Jays. Even some of the Lady Jays players on the floor clapping. They love Blue Jay Nation. But something was said that one of the officials did not like. Back in action, the Lady Jays have it. They kick it up top. Swings it over. Charlotte aboard for three. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Brooke Davis. She saves it. Oh, no. She stepped on the baseline. You got to keep your calm in that situation, getting doubled. She kind of is just a little sporadic there on the baseline, not thinking of where her feet were.
There and two other things. They weren't flashing to the ball, and they probably could have used a timeout there. Wouldn't have probably hurt them any.
Oh,
who
wow.
They're going to give that to?
I think it may be on Brooke Davis here. Yep. So the Jays get it in out the inbounds pass to Kylie Lehigh. She drives in, gets the pass, takes the shot, pushed from behind by Brooke Davis. She couldn't get it to go, but she will shoot two at the line here. First one from Lehigh, up, away, and no good. Keeping it a three-point ball game, 34-31. Local Union USW 9551 is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They believe in the future of these young adults and wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. Lehigh missed the second free throw, but she gets her own rebound and she gets the putback to go. 36-31. The Jays lead by 5. They'll steal it back. It's Avery Johnston taking on Ashlyn Barrett. Then dump off to Kylie Lehigh. 38-31, the Jays lead, 2:45 to go in the ball game. Barrett now over to Ashlyn. They need to cross the timeline. Full court pressure from the Jays. And a timeout by head coach Adam Neese. Oh, man, Lehigh, what do you have to say?
I may be running out of ink for her between the points and the rebounds. She's just everywhere tonight. I mean, she's had to step up this second half, and she's done it.
When you talk about passion from the fan base, I am so excited for tomorrow night's rescheduled game of the Knox Redskins hosting the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays boys basketball team at historic Harold Weinberg Gymnasium. Would you want to be any place else?
Well, it's here.
No, it's in Knox.
It is?
Yes, because remember the girls' game the night before Thanksgiving was in Knox. That was the originally scheduled doubleheader. Of course, the boys' game couldn't happen because they were playing football still. And like we've talked before, you have to have 8 full practices in before your first game.
Okay, well,
and then we saw the Jays last Saturday, the boys, win in overtime. I was told they won in overtime on Tuesday against Morgan Township. So the Jays are getting overtime action early on in the season, but they're showing they're cool.
Well, they were a little, slow in getting started because of football, so they got to get the extra quarters in, get the time in there.
But I just find it interesting when it comes down to the last shot, the boys team can show they have the cool, calm, and collectedness to make it happen. 2 overtime wins in a row for the Jays. We will see them tomorrow in Knox for the historic rivalry. Nobody misses. Skip pass to Brooke Davis, driving in off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Ava McCune, and her putback goes. Brings the Cavs within 5, 38-33. Handoff to Shyla DeBoard. She crosses the timeline, gets it to Kylie Lehigh. Near corner, Lexi Howard pops the 3. Too hard, rebounded by Avery Johnston. Second chance opportunity, back out to Shyla DeBoard. She gets it back up top to Lexi Howard. Last 2 minutes of this ball game, the Jays lead by 5. Over to DeBoard.
Let's spread that floor out a little bit. Let them chase you a little bit, get some fouls going.
Let that clock tick. Back up to Lehigh. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Gracie Minix, then dump off to Lexi Howard, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Bryn Barrett. Now there's girls on the floor. Bryn has it.
She hit her head. She was out of bounds. She was out of bounds.
Oh my gosh, head coach Adam Neese somehow calls the timeout before the official had the chance to call it. He has 1 timeout left for the ball game. Wow.
Yeah, that was
close. Reynolds Funeral Home of Hamlet and Coons Lake have been proud supporters of local high school sports since 1952. Contact them today at 574-867-3321 for Hamlet or 574-586-2120 for Coons Lake. 1952. That's a long time ago, Coach. My dad was born in 53. His birthday's coming up on the 28th. Happy early birthday to my dad.
There you go. Happy
if
birthday.
You're listening, Dad. I'd be very, very surprised.
If he's listening?
If he was.
Well, we'll see how the Jays want to defend this because it's a dead ball, so she's not going to move.
Cavs have it. They'll try to get it in. Full court pressure from the Jays. They kick it out to Ava McCune. She'll beat the full court press, crosses the timeline, takes on Gracie Minix off the glass. No good. Is that Gracie's fifth? Foul. So McCune attacks Minix. She will have to take a seat as her night comes to a close. That is her fifth foul. Grace Craig will check in. Down 5, the Cavs trail 38-33 with 91 seconds to go. If McCune hits these free throws, anything can happen here. Very important free throws.
A lot of time left.
McCune, first of 2, in and out, no good. That's been something we've seen her struggle with, are the free throws, and you can tell by the body language she's upset with herself because she knows she can hit them. Second one up away, and it is good. And now we will see number 31 for the Cavs, Haley Parker, the sophomore, check in for McCune. They don't want to get her that fifth foul.
Yeah, I get it, but she's one of your better defenders, and there's only a minute and a half left.
Let it happen.
If they're going to take some air out of this, you may not get a chance to get her back in the game. And I mean,
right, it might be too late.
It may be too little, too late. When you do, they're going to be,
right. Jays have it. DeBoard back over near corner. It's Kylie Lehigh. Skip past Alexi Howard. Pops the three. Too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Amaya Williams. She wanted to get on the board.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, she's young. She's learning. The Cavs have it. It's Amaya Williams. And that will be a full 10 seconds. The Jays, full court pressure, stunned the Cavs. And now here comes Ava McCune. Just what you said. Haley Parker, the sophomore, will check out. So they'll get McCune back in for this defensive possession. Down 4, 38-34, the Jays lead. Last 55 seconds of the ball game. McCune up on Johnston. They get it over to the far corner. It is Kylie Lehigh. Couldn't get it to go. Then back out top to Johnston. You're right. Let the clock tick. Let them come foul you. DeBoard, here comes the double. Swings it back over to Avery Johnston. Then back over to DeBoard. Yeah, a little trigger happy. Now the Jays are getting it.
Keep it there because she can't foul you.
Yep, she can't foul you. If she will, it's her fifth, and there it is.
See, that's where you kept it.
So McCune will pick up her fifth. She'll have to take a seat. Her night comes to an end. And checking in will be Haley Parker, the sophomore. They tried to save McCune, but like you said, Coach, it was a little too late potentially there.
Well, the Jays did a good job of keeping the ball with Shiloh there, and Shiloh was guarded at that point against McCune, so she had to foul. Like 28 seconds left. There's no reason to take Amaya out of the game right now.
And they did. They just took her out.
Unless they're just going to foul in the first second.
They get it to Grace Craig, and there's the foul immediately. I think they'll probably give it to Bryn Barrett here. It was either her or Brianna Schlemmer.
That'd be Bryn's fourth if they do.
And that was the Cavs' fifth foul, so it will send Grace Craig to the line. Now Amaya Williams will check back in.
Grace Craig to the line, shooting two.
We've kind of talked about it before, in these high intense moments, sometimes it's hard to remember what the right thing is to do. As she will check in.
How did she check in when there's two free throws?
Well, she already shot one, didn't she?
Did she shoot one?
I think she missed it.
I
She missed the first of two. Now the second one is up, away, and good. So she makes one of two. See, I told you, high-intent situations, Coach, things get slipped.
Well, I'm still baffled on a couple things.
I know. We'll talk about it in the postgame. It's Ashlyn Barrett. Pops the three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Amaya Williams. Nope. Tipped out of bounds. Saved by Kylie Lehigh. They get it to Shiloh DeBoard. Last 8 seconds here. The Jays are going to win. The Cavs aren't fouling here. It's Kylie Lehigh back to DeBoard, and that will be the end of the ball game. The Jays fought hard through this one. The Cavs did as well, as the Lady Jays will win this game 39-34 is the final. Good win for the Lady Jays. They were tested tonight, and the Cavs shown that they can play hard with just about anyone in our area, but the Lady Jays prevail in this one after everything we just saw. Well, we'll take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance postgame show to break this down. We will also have our Stark County Co-op play of the game, also our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. That's all up next in the Collins Insurance postgame show. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
39-34 is the final as the North Judson-San Lady Blue Jays pick up their 10th win in a row, beating the Culver Lady Cavaliers. Quite an interesting ball game. The Cavs, man, they are aggressive and they fight very hard, Coach.
Yes, they kind of muddy it up a little bit, but they're just so aggressive. And maybe with Ava McEwen out there, who is a soccer player, she likes the physicality, and you get a Maya Williams who really likes the physicality because she's strong.
Yep.
But they've done a nice job these last two games we've seen them play, and they've been in, obviously they won the other night, and they've been in this one because I really thinking on paper, like you said earlier, it looked like, well, the Jays probably are the favorite here, but it took a long time.
You had to fight for it.
You had to really fight for it, and the second half till Kylie Lehigh came out here and kind of took over that third quarter.
And that's exactly what we talked about in the KVB halftime show. Lehigh needed to maybe provide a little bit more on the offensive end while she was doing good getting boards.
Rebounds, yep.
She answered the call in that third quarter, and they were listening. They had to have been, or at least they knew in the halftime break, we need to get you going, Kylie, and they did. So very good for her. I mean, she had a double-double, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I had her for 13 rebounds and 17 points. But, there was a lot of turnovers in the game, on both sides. 23 I had for the Jays, and I had 30 for the Cavs. So,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. And it's the type of game they were playing, very aggressive, up and down, push the ball up. Shots weren't falling in the first half, and I thought they did a better job in the second half, both teams.
We've seen some interesting things happen late in games the last few nights, and some things you just kind of scratch your head at. But at the same time, like we said, late game situations, a lot of things are going on, and your mind is kind of just racing. But from what you saw there at the end of the game, maybe some things either team could clean up.
Well, I think just, understand situations and what's going on. I thought the Jays really did a nice job. What got them back in the game and really the control of the game was their full court press. I think they have to make sure, clean up a little bit of that. I thought that Kylie did a really good job on the front of that and was able to get a couple steals there in that fourth quarter. I think you play to what you're good at, and I really think she's got a lot of athletes. She's got some good athletes, and Tunis didn't have one of her better games, but that's why you have the other kids like
people.
All these out there that you can rely on them when your game's not what it should be, but you can still play defense, and that's the thing that the kids have to understand. It's not going right, but hey, let's play defense. We can still win off the defensive side.
Well, heading our way up to the KVB nest is head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. It is head coach Whitney Combs. Well, they made you fight for that one, Coach.
They sure did. It was a win. I'm not going to say it was pretty, but it was a win.
Got the job done.
Yep.
And Kylie Lehigh coming in the second half. Well, let's start with the first half. Shiloh DeBoard.
Yep.
I mean, she really set the tone. She got things going. And then the second half, Kylie Lehigh just kind of took the team under her wing, and obviously she had another double-double. So, I mean, she's doing her job. Tell us what you thought throughout this game.
Yeah, Shiloh held us together that first half. Our shots weren't falling. I don't think they really fell for us much of the game besides Kylie's at the end. But we were, I think, down, 3 at halftime? And we weren't playing good basketball. We weren't playing our style of basketball, so we just told them, hey, we got to ride the storms. They're going to make runs. We're going to make runs. And then second half, I said, who's going to turn on the light switch, Who's going to turn it on? And Kylie was there for us for that one.
Yeah, you had 20 points in that third quarter. You were down two at halftime, and she had 20 in that, or you guys had 20, but she had the majority of them in that third. Tell me, you guys you had the full court press. I thought that really hurt them a lot, and you took it off a little bit at the end of the second quarter. Was that because of tired, or was it because you had fouls, or
we had fouls, and sometimes our lineup doesn't allow us to do certain defenses, and with our girls that we had in, so we just decided to pull it off. We didn't want to get any more girls in foul trouble. I think we had most of our starters, I think, had 2 going into the third. We came out and we full court press, and that's really where Kylie thrives. She gets her baskets. She likes the chaos, man. She gets her baskets on those deflections and steals, and her and Shiloh up there, I wouldn't want to dribble against him.
Well, she's long and athletic,
Yep.
and that's the whole thing. And I think she, like you say, she kind of prays on that.
Yep.
Put the ball on the ground, and we're going to trap you. Did a nice job.
Thank you.
But I really think that the thing that the kids have to understand, and that we were just talking about, when Tunis wasn't hitting her shot tonight, but you got to do other things.
Right.
If you're not hitting your shots, we've got to have you on the defensive side. We can win with defense.
Yep. That's what we tell them. Hey, you're not always going to have a good night. But we have the potential for any girl that we put out there to score, and that's really key for us. So when someone's having an off night, your teammates, they're going to be there to help you, right? But we have to have you on both sides. And I think our girls that got in, they played really well. Big defense for us playing that 51. She's tough. The girls,
Amaya. And Gracie did a pretty decent job down low on her.
Yep. So no, I'm really proud of them for battling that out. It was a good win for us. How are we going to respond when things get hard? That's what we always ask them. How are we going to respond? We came out the second half and we did a lot better.
No, go ahead.
It's a conference foe, obviously, but it's also a sectional.
Right.
So you probably could possibly see them again. So you've got to the kids have to understand that, and things may be different.
Yeah, we had to make some adjustments at half. They had all of our out of bounds plays, so
they were reading it.
Yeah, they were doing that. So
Well, this is your 10th win in a row, Coach. I mean, things are really rolling well. You stick out a good win tonight. It's been since November 9th when you took that tough loss to Rensselaer Central. So over a month of winning now for your girls. I know you had told me if you won tonight, you were contemplating maybe giving tomorrow off.
Well,
you going to give them the night off?
I'm giving them the night off, but they're lucky because we could use the practice after that.
Well, and then your next game isn't until after Christmas on the 27th. You travel to Francisville to take on the West Central Lady Trojans. We've seen the Lady Trojans. They are much improved this season.
Yeah, they're going to be a tough opponent for us. We just got to keep our girls they just can't think, hey, we're just going to come in and roll over any teams. They're going to have to work every single game, especially here on out.
Well, you're going to play a West Central team that's going to do a lot what you do.
Yep.
Quite frankly, they're going to press. They can shoot the three.
Yep.
I had you for 23 turnovers tonight, whether mine are right or not. But you did force 30 for the Cavs. So that's the same type of thing you're going to see against the Cavs
right.
or the West
Trojans.
Central. They're going to, and they can shoot the three. I'm telling you.
It'll be a good game for us. I'm excited to see how we respond.
Well, you get through Christmas. A Merry Christmas to you and your family,
Thank you.
Coach.
Merry Christmas to you guys as well.
Appreciate you coming up and chatting with us. Big win for you guys. Good.
Thank
Good
you.
to stick it out.
Thank you, guys.
Quite a fight from the Lady Jays, as that is head coach of the Lady Jays. It is Whitney Combs here on the Saturday Sports Line. We'll talk with her this coming Saturday on the Saturday Sports Line, so we'll get more information on the Lady Jays as they prepare through Christmas break. But we're going to take a break and come back. Our Stark County Co-op play of the game is up next. This is the Collins Insurance Postgame Show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
39-34 is the final as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat conference foe, the Culver Lady Cavaliers. It's time for our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Coach, what are you thinking?
Well, I think, there was a lot of exciting things happen there in that the second half exactly. But I think that when they started pressing and it was like a minute 48 seconds left, Kylie Lehigh got the steal, got the putback, put them up by 4 at that time, and that was, kind of the
icing on the
cake for them right there.
Well, congratulations to Kylie Lehigh. She has a nose for the ball. She was everywhere tonight, and she comes up with that most important steal and then the putback to put the Jays up 4, as that is our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Stay tuned. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game is up next here in the Collins Insurance Postgame Show.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columbi wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. Mitch?
Yes, sir. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-Star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
So who you thinking?
Well, obviously, I think Kylie Tunis had a great second. Or I got Tunis. I mean, Kylie Lehigh had great second half, but she kept them in the second half and won the game for them. But I'm going to go with Co because I think Shiloh DeBoard was the reason they stayed around and were able to in that first half. So I'm going to go with Co, Shiloh DeBoard because of the first half, and Kylie Lehigh because of the second half. For that reason, they're going to have Co.
I like that. I always like it when Chris McGowan did that in football. He'd take it a step further. He'd name the whole defense.
Well, I mean, seriously, I think Kylie was, that second half, that third quarter, she was unstoppable. She really did a really nice job. But in that first half, Shiloh DeVore did a wonderful job. She knocked down 3 threes in the first half, had another basket, and had some free throws. So that's the reason I think it was a tale of two halves, and that was the two that were the two tails.
I agree. I concur. I've been waiting to say. I was watching. You ever watch the movie Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks? Yep. I always love that. That was a great movie. Anyway, congratulations to our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star co-players of the game. It's Shiloh DeBoard and Kylie Lehigh making it happen here in the nest for the Lady Jays, beating the Culver Lady Cavaliers. Well. KVB's WKVI Sports is definitely back in action tomorrow night as the historic rivalry is renewed. The Knox Redskins are hosting their heated rival, the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays, for some boys basketball action. So excited for this one tomorrow night. We will be going live roughly at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us every weekend throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you missed the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight in the nest, Terry.
Well, I tell you, there was another good battle we got to see tonight, and
we've been lucky.
We actually have been. Saw an overtime here, and saw last week, and tonight we saw a good battle of two teams. It's going to be really, really good, as the year goes along. But like you said, tomorrow night, the battle of. That's beyond battle. It's not a battle; it's a war.
It's a war.
It's a war. We kind of coined that last year or year before last.
Is awesome.
But so everybody, hopefully can get there. If you can't get there, obviously turn on the radio and listen to WKVI. But it's going to be another battle tomorrow night as well.
Man, I am so juiced for it. That was one of the first games I'd helped Harold Welter with back in 2014. And, from Central Indiana, I've seen some good rivalry games. I've been in some good rivalry games, but I don't know, man. There is something about when the Jays meet the Redskins. Even the fans want blood. They're like sitting at the dining room table with a fork and knife wanting red meat. They just want to eat. I am so excited. If you're out there listening and you're contemplating whether you need to be at the game tomorrow night, you shouldn't be. It is the biggest rivalry in the state of Indiana. I'll say that right now. It is a very big game. I hope Blue Jay Nation, I hope Redskin Nation pack the house to give us that feel of Indiana high school basketball. I am so excited. There's no more important game going on tomorrow.
I'm not going to say anything.
Our final in this one, Sullivan or Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat the Culver Lady Cavaliers 39-34. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School girls basketball. For our sports analyst Terry Minix, our in-game announcer John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment!